Okay. Um, I look like crap. Let that be known. What's up? It's Big Rocket Opstopper here, and yeah, we gotta address some stuff. Mm, mm, yeah, yeah. That's. Mm. Okay, so I should probably address that. Not gonna lie, I noticed stuff was starting to die down. Um, and I just thought since the channel was kind of just breathing for a minute. I thought I would too. Um, but I came back and boy, I have some stuff to review. Um, yeah, I probably should get into that. Just kind of not even worry about where I've been. I've been I've been good dealing with high school. Sophomore now. Yippee. Let's get into it. I mean, let's start off with one of the last few movies that I reviewed. Um, the last few movies that I reviewed were, Venom 3 and Venom 3 and oh my. There we go. Venom 3 and Sonic 3. A lot of threes. Venom 3 is about as good as about as good as you thought. It's not good. In all honesty, it was there was scenes that I thought were nods to the comics, but the main villain wasn't even in it for long, and I don't know. Sony released two Marvel movies this year. Actually, three Marvel movies this year. I think Madam Web was this year, right? Right. I don't know. No one cares, and no one would be offended if I said it came out this year anyway. So, yeah, Madam Web was bad. Venom 3, not good, but not amazing, but not horrible. Craven the Hunter, Jesus, no. Awful. Yucky. Oh, I get tired from even mentioning those movies. All right, to a good movie. This. This Sonic 3. This will be a spoiler review for Sonic 3. Um I hope my channel doesn't get absolutely bombarded by Paramount. Please, Paramount. I warn them. This is my spoiler review, and the movie's been out for a day. Technically, I have AMC theaters where I'm from, so it came out 2 days earlier than what it was. So this will be my Sonic 3 review. It's hard to say. It's awesome. um, I really think that I don't even need to spoil it. It's really just Sonic Adventure 2 if Gerald Robotnik was alive. And that's all I could really ask for in a movie. Um, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions and what I think that could mean for Sonic Force, since Sonic Force has been in is actually in late stage development now, considering that it was in development around the same time Sonic 3 started, meaning that they could have decided to do Sonic 4 early to keep Jim Carrey involved. So keep that in mind and just kind of keep the boat rolling for Jim Carrey so he doesn't like lose his interest in the character of Dr. Robotnik. Um which is very much possible. And here's the thing that's kind of been aggravating me lately. I all right, I'm going to spoil the post credits. Metal Sonic and Amy were involved in this movie, and it was mainly for the post credits. And there was an army of Metal Sonics, gray Metal Sonics, being led by the main blue one. I record. I found some of the footage. I am not going to show it to you, but I slowed it down, and I did find that the blue one was not crushed and or defeated by Amy. because Amy did come in and save Sonic from metals. Here's what I think could happen. The Master Emerald is in the hands of Knuckles and Team Sonic now. And I feel like they have taken a big skip through Sonic movies. And I have a theory. Sonic 1 and 2 were like the first two games, right? So I think they're going to go by what happened after Adventure 2, which I think was Heroes. And that's when Neo Metal Sonic took over as Metal Overlord. Once he used. It's been a while since I played Heroes, so please don't. But that, and I believe in the IDW comics, Neo Metal Sonic used the Master Emerald and the bio data of Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow to become Metal Overlord. Which I just think a giant kaiju-sized Metal Sonic going against Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles, Tails, and Amy would be awesome. And I think that the romance plotline between Amy and Sonic and Sonic 4 could also be done a lot better, considering Sega has. I love you, Sega, but you do not know how to handle Amy's character. I don't know why I spoke like that. Please forgive me. But they really don't know how to handle Amy's character. And Shucks. Oh my god. Mm. Surprise, surprise. Um, People think that Silver will be in the next movie, but I highly doubt it. Silver was in 06, and we're still in Adventure 2, and we have like a few games before we get to 06, which don't get me wrong, there's 6 Sonic movies confirmed, but I think the smart idea would be good to go Neo Metal Sonic, because he also has Dr. Robotnik's bio data, meaning that Robotnik basically built Neo Metal to be the smartest man alive and the fastest thing alive, meaning that it's Neo Metal is essentially a metal armored version of Sonic that has the brains of Dr. Robotnik. Whew. Okay. And with the strength of Knuckles and the immortality, essentially, of Shadow the Hedgehog, yeah, you can kind of see how Neo Metal Sonic would be the greatest life form or machine Gerald, or that Ivo ever built. I personally think that, yeah, they're going to go down the Neo Metal route, and maybe there will be kind of like a father and son relationship between Neo Metal Sonic and Dr. Stone. I think that would be kind of cute to see, or maybe even just interesting, considering, again, we don't know if Ivo survived in this scenario of Sonic 3. That, and maybe that there's just a 6-movie contract deal with Jim Carrey that we have not seen. It's possible. I personally think they'll go down the Neo Metal route, and I feel like with Neo Metal and or Metal Overlord abusing the power of the Master Emerald, it will release Perfect Chaos. And then we'll get into the 5th movie, which will be then Chaos, and we'll get revealed to more characters like Cream, maybe Big the Cat. Then we'll, and I feel like for the next movie, Rouge and Omega should definitely be more shown. And then we'll have Team Sonic, Team Dark, and I forgot what Amy's team was called. Team, I think it was like Team. We'll call it Team Amy for now. And then we could have that for the 5th movie once Perfect Chaos is involved. And for the sixth movie, I definitely feel like, as much as people don't want it to happen, I think Mephiles getting a shot back at being the main villain would be cool. Especially considering how vital the Iblis trigger is to Knuckles' story is. And I feel like since Knuckles has such a big connection with the Iblis trigger in the movies, at least, Mephiles coming back and like kind of giving the Iblis trigger power would very much be um very much be an exciting thing to see. On top of have plus I mean plus I don't think they're gonna add too many characters for a few reasons. You got to remember that most of the Sonic friends live with Tom and Maddie, and I think it would be kind of weird if Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, Shadow, Rouge, and Omega, and Amy, and Cream, and Cream's mom, and Big the Cat all lived there. So, if we're going based off the ending of the third movie, then I think it's safe to say that Shadow might just kind of go around, play it cool, stay low for a while. Maybe even live with Wade for a bit. And it looked like Shadow and Sonic at the end of the movie were on good terms anyway, so it could also set up a plot line for Doom, Shadow's father, somewhere, considering that Shadow was born from a meteorite in this movie. Um, I think it would just be the smart way to go. Um, so if they just wanted to, instead of I for yeah, because I don't think they could do perfect chaos anymore now that I think about it. Um, they already did Adventure 2, so I think just skipping out on Cream and Perfect Chaos would be smart, you know? Um, and I think going down a route like just have Amy and Tails know each other, considering that Knuckles, he was a warrior going from planet to planet looking for Long Claw and Sonic. And he eventually does find Sonic's, and we know Sonic and Knuckles' backstory. They have no one, and they just found Tom and Maddie and got adopted. Booyah. But we don't know much of Tails' backstory, so it could just be Amy trying to locate Tails, and Sonic and Amy are like the last living hedgehogs, so they're kind of like, stop. I don't know. They just could want to go down that route. I have no clue. It would be fun to see. Um, I definitely feel like it wouldn't be as action packed, because I feel like for this movie, it really just depends. I'm not sure. I really do hope that it works out, and I cannot wait to see I definitely feel like a trailer for the movie would be around probably late 2025 or early 2026. Maybe mid 2026, considering that we aren't going to get the movie till like 2027. So definitely around that time frame, I'd say, considering that we had the trailer for Sonic Movie 3 at least 5 or 6 months before the movie actually released. So 50-50 on either end, I'd say. Anyways, I hope I can get back to making videos, and if you have any video ideas, please leave it in the comments below. Big Raga out.